Hey YouTube, today we're going to be talking about part 1 of the Baddies West reunion. Okay, so let me just go ahead and jump into it, y'all. I don't want to do no long intro, so let's go ahead and jump into it. The episode starts off with all the ladies talking in their trailers. Natalie asks Scotty who she was coming for, and Scotty says Razor. Scotty says she was going to rearrange. Scotty says she was going to rearrange Razor's BBL. Rollie, Kat, and Lo are talking while getting their hair done, and Rollie talks about Biggie and how she told her to be herself. Sky and Stunna are talking about Biggie, and Stunna says that people didn't see her side. She also says that Biggie ruined the experience for herself, which I do agree with. Natalie and Scotty are talking about Tommie. Kat says that she is going to address Tommie for calling her a lapdog. She also says that she was coaching Stunna throughout the show and that production paired them up. I fast forward a little bit because all the ladies are just talking about their beefs with each other. Janisha goes into Stevie's trailer and they're talking about the ladies and their beefs. Stevie J was flirting heavy and he should be ashamed of himself, flirting with the damn CEO's wife. Stevie J was a little fine thing back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He was a little fine. You know, I would have been one of his hoes back in the day, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I don't give a damn. And Stevie J still is handsome now, but back in the day, honey. Stevie and Janisha welcome Natalie, Scotty, and Rollie to the stage first. Stevie asks why they came out in sneakers, and Natalie says that this isn't the Housewives. That made me chuckle. Fast forward, Lo and Kat come out. They looked good, honey. One thing about Lo, Kat, and Razor, they gonna give fashion, honey. They are going to give fashion, okay? And Tommie too, but I don't know what the fuck she was wearing this reunion. I didn't like it. She could put that shit back on the rack. Biggie comes out next, and she says people have been talking shit on Instagram. Rollie says that Biggie has too, especially on Big O. Biggie says she gets paid well to be on there. Stevie was being a damn creep as usual. Sir, aren't you married to the legendary Faith Evans? Like, what? He was asking Scotty if she was single. He was flirting with Lo, flirting with Kat. I'm like, Stevie, this is a job. Like, why do y'all be going to work acting a goddamn fool? This is not Black People Meet. This is not Christian Mingle. This is not Love Match. You are here to host this reunion. Why are you flirting with these women? Why did y'all even get Stevie J to host? If y'all was going to bring in a celebrity host, y'all honestly should have brought Trina back in, because Trina did her thug nizzle with the Baddies South reunion. So I'm just trying to figure out why y'all didn't bring her back. Why would y'all bring Stevie on here? Why? Stunna Girl and Sky come out. As soon as they come out, Stunna runs up on Biggie and Sky runs up on Rollie. The episode ends. They got the rapping, and that's how it happened. So my end notes for part 1 of the reunion is I don't think it's fair how Razor didn't come to the reunion. She should have made it come hell or high water, because I guess something happened to her phone or whatever. But I just still don't see why that's an excuse for you to not come. You can lose your phone all day long, but there's nothing to get a replacement. Then there's nothing to still bring your ass to the reunion. Like, girl, that's some bullshit right there. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They should be contractually obligated to attend the reunion. Like, I don't understand why reality shows don't make that an obligation, because I understand, like, if it's a real genuine reason why somebody skips out on the reunion, like a death in the family, or, you know, like, this is a job. Like, we don't get to not go to work because we don't feel like it, like, or because something it's just like in the workplace, there's really no excuse for not coming and completing your job. You see what I'm saying? And I just feel like going to the reunion, that should be in your contract. I feel like Kat kind of downplayed her and Stunna's friendship. I could tell that production paired them up together, but she still made a relationship with her off camera. Kat always said how Stunna reminded her of her little sister, so I get why she wanted to help Stunna, but she wasn't obligated to. I don't feel like Kat and Stunna mixed well. And, like, you can have somebody that's older than you and that can mentor you, but Stunna wasn't looking for no goddamn mentor. It's going to take her a very long time to mature. It's going to take her a long time to get out of the mindset that she's in right now. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Kat was probably sensed that just like everybody else, and was trying to, you know, stay on her ass a little bit, trying to motivate her, trying to guide her in the right direction, but you're not obligated to do that. So I just don't like how she tried to downplay the friendship with Stunna. That girl's gonna be who the fuck she is. And I feel like Kat has a lot going for herself. And I'm not saying Stunna doesn't. I'm just saying Kat is well established already. She has businesses. She has a husband. She has a good career. She was on reality TV 10 years ago. Around my age. I'm 22. That's when Kat was on TV, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So she probably just really, took a liking to Stunna, which I understand. But at the end of the day, don't downplay the friendship and make it seem like, oh, well, production just put us together. Well, you were still hanging out with her outside of the cameras. Production didn't make you do that. Now that the show is over, you kind of acting like you didn't really care for her too much when we seen you rubbing lotion on this bitch. So I'm just saying, like, Stunna's going to be who the fuck she is. She's not going to change really no time soon. I don't see it for her changing, but I'm not saying she's a bad person, but like she said when she first came on the show, she comes from a long line of prostitutes, pimps, whores, all kinds of shit. That's the lifestyle that she knows. Janisha is so damn beautiful. She is the only person I've seen wear a mullet well. I honestly don't care for mullets. They get on my fucking nerves. I just don't like the way they look. But Janisha, she pulled that shit off, y'all. That's a bad bitch, okay? Let me just say now, that might be my girl crush. I don't know, because that is a bad bitch, okay? Okay, so on to part 2 of the reunion. The episode starts off with Sky versus Rollie and Biggie versus Stunna. Sky fell back. Sky and Rollie are arguing and Sky runs up again. Stunna tries to jump in and Biggie calls out Stunna for jumping. Natalie sees Tommie and starts yelling and doing the Natalie theatrics she always does, child. Natalie throws a drink on Tommie and the crew wipes her down. Natalie is screaming about how Tommie has talked about her husband and kid, so I get why she has a major issue with Tommie. Tommie says if Biggie is a lapdog, then Kat is an assistant. Tommie walks towards Kat and asks, what's up? They both swing and it's quickly broken up by security. Tommie laughs and says, you want to fight about that? Tommie asks Rollie if they told her to say that she's seen her do drugs. Rollie says no. Rollie says that she hits below the belt when she argues. And I ain't gonna lie, like, Rollie is cool. This is why I've never bandwagoned her or, like, was, like, a major fan of her, because she does have her flip-flop ass moments. And I don't care what nobody says. For the most part, Rollie does keep it real. But that whole, you could kind of tell in that moment she got choked up. When Tommie was like, did they tell you to say that? And I do feel like they probably told her to say that. Rollie is cool, but she's very picky and choosy who she's loyal to. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, like, if she don't consider you a close friend, bitch, watch your back. Rollie is talking to Tommie, and then her and Stunna and Sky start arguing. I didn't like the comment that Stunna made about Rollie's hair saying beady beads. I didn't even like that when Chance's show was on and he was calling that, he named one of his contestants Beady Bee. I didn't like that because it's giving anti-black. And the reason why I say that, because why do black people make fun of other black people's hair types? Like, you kind of always notice that it's from the people that are always mixed with something or lighter skinned or lighter tone. It's always them that kind of got something to say about somebody who's full black in their features. And I know some people could be like, oh, well, that's, they was arguing. That's just, you just say crazy stuff when you argue with people. I understand all of that, but I'm just not for anti-black comments. I'm not for colorist shit. I'm not for featureism, texturism. I don't like stuff like that. I really don't. Lo says that it's weird that Tommie has a taser. Tommie says she brought a taser because it's 4 bitches trying to fight her. Then 2.5 seconds later, she says that she doesn't have a taser for them. Child, this is why I don't like Gemini. This is exactly why I don't like them. I don't understand how in one breath you just said, I ain't got no taser. Then in the next breath you said, it's 4 bitches trying to fight me. Okay, Tommie. Girl, okay. Scotty tries to run up on Tommie because Tommie has a taser. Everybody is arguing. Nobody is seated. It was a damn mess. Everybody was scattered. Nobody was really sitting on a couch. Everybody was arguing back and forth. It was just stupid. Y'all just looked a fucking mess. Natalie walks off stage. Rollie says that Sky is effing someone for Bobby's show. Sky says she's lying. Stevie was trying to, this whole reunion, like, even most of part one, like Stevie J is still like trying to get everybody to calm down and like really have a conversation. So I give him props on that, because he was really kind of he was the reason why we really got the Biggie and Rollie conversation, you know. Rollie and Biggie are having a convo, and Rollie says that she was just telling her to not worry about Stunna. Biggie says that her and Rollie used to smoke and listen to music together. In the middle of the convo, Rollie runs up on Sky and they fight again. Natalie is backstage saying how she can't get her one-on-one unless everyone sits down. She yells and tells Stunna to please sit down. Stunna says she's not Scotty and tells Natalie to not talk to her like that. Rollie and Biggie are still talking, and Biggie says that she felt like Rollie pretended to be her friend. After Biggie said that, Rollie was like, I hate when people lie. Then Rollie started popping off, and then Rollie went to go sit back down. So the convo didn't really end good, honestly. Janisha asks why Razor is not here, and Lo says that maybe because of what Scotty said. Tommie says that Razor lost her phone on a plane. Tommie and Scotty go back and forth. They show a video of Krishan, and Natalie and Tommie are arguing while the video is playing. Rollie runs up on Stunna, but security breaks it up. I wish they would have paused the video of Krishan. That would have been a cool video to play had everybody been sitting the fuck down and acting like they got some sense. I don't know why y'all chose to play that video in the middle of everybody still arguing, still cussing each other out. Like, don't do shit until everybody gets up under control. Like, I just don't get why y'all continued this reunion as if everything was copacetic. Janisha asks Lo about her and Krishan's fight. While Lo is talking, Natalie is still yelling at Tommie, so you could barely hear their convo. Stunna tries to run up on Tommie. Rollie and Stunna square up, and it was a tie to me. Stunna always holds her own with Rollie. Natalie and Tommie fight, and Natalie did her big one. If they would have went longer, I do feel like Tommie would have had the upper hand. After the fight, Tommie starts breaking shit. Natalie throws a can at Tommie's face and tries to swing, but then she slips. Stevie and Janisha close out the show, and the reunion ends. In notes for part 2 of the reunion is, I don't blame Natalie for having an issue with Tommie. Tommie ran up on her unprovoked. Called her husband gay, so let's call a spade a spade. The Cat versus Tommie fight was a disappointment. The way they hyped it up in the trailer, you would have thought that these bitches was rumbling and jumbling. But no, it was about 2 swings back and forth, and then security came in. Tommie irritated me acting so oblivious to the things she said. Of course the ladies are going to have an issue with you. I definitely feel like she shouldn't have brought a taser. I feel like, how did that even get past security? Like, Bad Girls Club was so serious about stuff like that that you couldn't even threaten to do certain stuff to people in that house and you would get sent home. So I'm just trying to figure out how people are able to bring tasers on set. I'm just trying to figure out how that slipped past y'all. What's going to be the next thing? A gun? A gun going to slip past y'all? And at the end of the day, it is a taser. It is a little bitty ass taser. All it's going to do is shock you real quick. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a weapon. I feel like if the reunions aren't going to be productive or come to a resolution, there's no point in having a reunion. I'm not saying everyone has to kumbaya, but I'm tired of seeing them fighting. It's like they don't even attempt to resolve the issue. I also feel like if a cast member isn't being reasonable and complying, they should be removed from the stage. And if they can't get their act right, they should be removed from the reunion. It's crazy because watching Bad Girls Club, I used to hate. I used to be like, man, just let them fight. Like, just let them fight. But it's crazy how now that I'm a little bit older, since I've watched Bad Girls Club, it's like now watching Zeus is like, damn, like, can we just get a conversation for a second? Y'all letting these girls come in here and run the reunion when these are y'all employees. Y'all don't work for them. They work for y'all. So any rule that y'all set, it needs to be followed. If Janisha tell all them to shut the fuck up, they need to all shut the fuck up. Period. Y'all are never going to have decent reunions until one, not trying to be funny, Janisha's a beautiful lady, until she figures out how to command respect, or until y'all replace her with somebody that can bring the whole goddamn room down. I wanted to watch this reunion and I wanted to see Tommie and Kat talk. I really did. I wanted to see them clear up that issue. Even if it wasn't going to be cleared up, I just wanted to see a convo. Y'all might as well just start having their reunions in a goddamn boxing ring and saying ding, 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 ding. Who want to fight? Get up in this bitch. At this point, there's no need to go rent a whole building out, build a setup, have the ladies get dressed, have the ladies do their hair and makeup. There's no point. I really like Janisha as a host, but she needs to command respect. She's the host, but first and foremost, she's the CEO's wife, so they should have more respect for her. I'm waiting on Janisha to do her big one at this goddamn point. At this point, I'm waiting for Janisha to think. I'm playing. I don't want her to fight none of the girls. I'm just ready for her to command more respect. I definitely don't care for Tommie now because of the colorist comment that she made towards Kat. I don't mess with people who say anti-black things, featureism, colorism, things of that nature, because I love being black and I love the skin that I'm in. I got a big nose, got a big butt, big lips, big eyes, big ears, big everything. So I'm a fan of my black features. There's nothing wrong with my black features. So when people go around talking about skin tone, I love my brown skin. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, Tommie, did you forget that when you first stepped on the scene, baby, you was a little bit darker. So ain't no telling what you been doing. If you want to talk about it, let's really talk about it.
Clock that T. Clock it. Clock that T. Clock it. Clock that T. Clock it.
Like, don't get me wrong, if you had an issue with Kat, cool, have your issue. But I just don't understand why people start attacking people's skin tones. Like, that's sad. And then for it to be two black women, like, as black women, why are you attacking another black woman's skin tone? Thank you for watching my YouTube video, guys. That is a wrap for Baddies West. I am excited for Baddies East, like I said. Hopefully, this is really good. But like I said, if y'all ain't gonna do the reunions right, baby, go ahead and set up the boxing match right now. Set up the boxing ring. Get the shit in order. Because I'm tired of these reunions where don't nothing get resolved. But that was it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. I also created a Cash App recently. If you would like to donate to my channel, my Cash App is Myla Irene. I have the same picture that I have on here. But that's if you want to donate. That's if you feel it in your spirit, if you feel it in your heart, you know. All right, bye, YouTube.
Bye, bitch.